Welcome to Magical Magnetic Monday for this week's intuitive card reading, intuitive guidance. So, if you don't know me, I'm Joan McEwen, and I do these readings each week to guide us through the week. So, today's reading, excuse me. Today's reading is from Monday, the 23rd of January 2023, through until Sunday, the 29th of January 2023. And this week I'm reading the Gaia Oracle cards, and they're beautiful cards. And let's see what this week brings up. As most of you know, if you follow me either here in this Facebook group or on my YouTube channel, that I channel the information through my guides to help support us for the week ahead, to excuse me, to help make the week as fluid and as in flow as possible, by giving us guidance to help guide us through the week to achieve our highest and best good, and also to assist with healing as well. And the first card just jumped out, and let me just pick it up. Okay, it's actually two cards jumped out there, so let me read them in a sec. So when we do these card readings, you get a bit of guidance, a bit of insight, some wisdom. Sometimes activations come through, and also there's an element of healing, because we know that as we move forward this year, healing is super important for us to achieve our goals, our dreams, our desires, and to be the best that we can be. So when I talk to my clients about healing, and they start to understand that in order to accelerate their career, improve their relationships, increase their happiness, it all starts from within. And the more that we heal ourselves, the more that we can take on, our unique gifts that we're here to share, and to really have a powerful, fulfilling life. So the intent is today is to help support you in creating the most magnetic, the most magical life that you're here to live, where you create your dreams and desires. So with the intention today, so set your intention for today, what you hope to achieve, as I start reading. So also, if you're joining me live, please say hello. And if you're watching on replay later, which is perfect as well, you can drop me comments, and I will circle back and answer them as best I can later on. So the first card that's come up is healing. And it was really keen to jump out the pack today. And the message here is about reconnecting with your true nature. So the message here is guiding you to go within, to look at and explore and activate that healing that you have within you, with the knowledge and the wisdom that you have. And healing can take on all sorts of shapes and sizes, and it can come through healing through diet, healing through supplements, healing through medicine, healing through energy, crystals, massage, meditation, acupuncture. There's so many ways that healing can come through. But what I'm hearing is to really focus on your body, because the more focused you are and the more aware you are of your body, the more you can grind into Mother Earth, but the more that you can actually feel how your body feels, and you can ask yourself, is it aligned? Does it feel aligned? Is it a bit out of sorts? And if it is, where is the problem? And ask your inner self to guide you to that place that's feeling out of sorts. And I can get a sense that the gut is a bit out of sorts this today. It's feeling a bit overactive, and it's feeling like your central nervous system is really fired up. It's really overactive, and quite often it's normal in society because we live in our flight and fight all the time. And the message here is just to calm yourself down, and look at herbal teas like chamomile tea, which is really super helpful for calming the gut down. Maybe some magnesium, whether in a supplement or a powder, or foods that contain magnesium, like your green leafy vegetables, is really good. And just really being aware of your gut and what is normal for you, and how does it feel when it's out of sorts, and start looking at the foods that you're having in your diet and how your body reacts to them. So it might be that you're craving something, say dairy, and your body, after you've eaten it, your gut feels really bloated, it feels heavy, it feels uncomfortable. And that's a sign that the proteins in that dairy are reacting in your gut, and it's saying it's a bit too heavy, and maybe start to either reduce the amount of cheese that you're having in your diet, or change into a non-dairy type of cheese, whether it's cashew nut cheese, or maybe just not having dairy for a week, and just see how your gut responds without having it. Because when our body's reacting and overactive, we create a sense in our body that we call the leaky gut. And it means that no matter how good a diet that you're taking, if you've got a leaky gut, which probably about 90% of us have at some point, then the nutrients, instead of being broken down in the perfect way in our body, starts to leak out, so it doesn't get digested, so you're not getting all the goodness from those nutrients. So the more we listen to our body, focus in on the areas in our body that are not feeling quite as good as we would like them to, and start listening to what our intuition is telling us, whether it's to stop taking certain food groups for a little while to see how our body improves, and just do simple baby steps. And this week it's really about reconnecting to the essence of who you are, so that you can really start to take control of your body and not be driven by signs and symptoms that are causing you more fatigue, more restlessness, more feeling out of sorts, is what I keep hearing. So it's probably one of the steps before we start going down that path of chronic disease, where we start to feel out of sorts with how we should feel. So the message here is about the more that you focus on how you're feeling, listening to your body, how it's reacting to foods, you will be guided into taking the foods that are really supportive and nurturing for you. So the message this week is very much about, we talk about empowering ourselves, and the message this week is very much about empowering yourself. Starts with listening to your body. How does your gut feel? How does your head feel? How does your skin feel? And really start to take responsibility, take notice of what your gut's telling you and take action to make it feel that wee bit better. Because remember, it's all these tiny steps that's going to make a huge improvement. So the next card that's come up is Ganesha. And this message here is about clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. And so with this card, I'm feeling it's about listening to the messages that are coming, whether it's when you go within, when you're meditating, when you're journaling, but listen to the messages, look at the signs and tune in. And it might be that you just get a sense of knowing what it is. You might hear the message, you might see something, it might come through in colors, might come through just in an awareness. And quite often, I think this week you're going to feel as these messages come through that there's going to be a calmness comes over you. And that's as you start to open up and be more receptive to the messages that's coming through for you, because you're very much heightened this week into supporting yourself, listening to yourself, and taking the next step in your journey. Because remember, to evolve into, whether it's your career, accelerating in your career, or growing your business, growing your relationships, it's all about really being aware of who you are, how you feel, what you want. And the more that you listen to the guidance coming through, the more it's going to support you to expand in your business, in your life, in your career. Because the message that's coming through is you've really got to get on top of your health, because if you just keep pushing yourself, like many of us do, then you're going to come unstuck, and it's going to take even longer to get back on track. So baby steps now is going to really save you a lot of effort, a lot of angst in the future. And we've got such a busy year ahead, it's like we've no time to really waste on things that we can fix and support as we move through our day and this week. The next card that's come through is reflection. And it kind of ties into the previous couple of cards. It's about going within, it's about silence, it's about quietening both your body and your mind so that you can really listen to the messages, but also listen to how you're feeling and what it is that you need to heal, to move forward, to grow, to be happy and have fun. Because remember, this year is all about freedom. It's all about bringing joy and happiness into your life so that you get freedom, so that you, as you create your life by design this year and really do what lights you up, breaking down those old paradigms of what you've learned or been taught or been told in the past. This year is about doing it very differently, doing it on your terms, and doing everything that feels in alignment with you, so that the more that you grow and expand, the more that you can become aware of, are you aligned, are you not aligned? And it's the more that you do this, the easier it's going to become to identify if you've maybe gone a bit off course, and you can pick it up quickly and realign yourself and move forward. So this year is about being very efficient on your path, on your journey. And the more aware you are, the more you're aware of what it is you need in your life, in your career, in your business. So it's a reminder that as you reflect, as you become quiet and listen to the guidance, it's also about expanding your third eye, because quite often it's our third eye that gives us the illusion of we're not good enough, we're not clever enough, we're not capable enough, we couldn't possibly be as successful as that guru that we look up to, that we worship, or our coach or our mentor that we idolize, and we think, "Oh, if only I could be like them." However, this card's a reminder of the more that you quieten yourself, you listen to the messages from within, the more you're expanding your third eye area, your area of sight, of intuition, so that you can see what you are capable of and really allow those beliefs, those old programs and patterns to dissipate. I can feel them just dissolving around you, so that you can really start to see your true potential, your true capability. And it all starts with really quietening the mind and listening to how your body's feeling, and addressing how it's feeling if it is a bit out of alignment, and giving it the nutrition that your body's craving for, and you will flourish. Because it feels like coming into this week, there's been a bit of distortion there you've been carrying through, and it's a reminder that the more that you go within and reflect, the more that you're going to really build this, support your intuitive abilities to grow, to be more in tune, to be more connected to you. So it's kind of like this week feels like it's a reminder of coming home. It's a reminder of who you really are, and starting to really get in the groove with that, and really feel what that energy is like for you, and just really starting to amplify that. So let's see what the next card has come through. Love this. Our sacred journey. And in this card we can see the tree of life. We can see, our roots grounded into Mother Gaia. We can see our connection with Source, with universal intelligence. And it's pretty much our journey is simplified in this way. Hey Sheila, welcome. Lovely to have you here. I hope that this is resonating here, but it's a reminder for us all that we're all on a sacred journey. We're all on our own path, but the similarities with all of us is that the more that we stay grounded with Mother Gaia, and we receive her wisdom, her nourishment, her guidance, and we pull it all up through our body, our physical and energetic body, and remember that we are much greater than this physical vessel that we're in. And the more that we connect with our energy, and that we connect with the universe, that's when we really start to activate the subconscious mind within us, and it starts to, we start connecting more with our higher self. We connect with our inner child, and it's in these places, one, we can heal our inner child more. We can connect with our higher self, who has all our wisdom, all our knowledge of our blueprint, what we're here to do, whether it's in our career, in our business, in our life, in our relationships. And it's about encouraging us to, the more that we stay grounded and connected with Source, then the more we can activate and we can embody our higher self. We can heal that inner child. We can let go of all our limiting beliefs, our old programming, and really step forward into the magic of what this week's all about for us. And it feels, I hear the message is saying it's so simple that the guides are saying it's so simple, we don't get why you're not getting it in human form. And that's because, as being in human form, we quite often look at if something's easy, then it's not worthy or it's not going to work. And as a human, we tend to complicate things. And the message they're coming through with is, if you quieten your mind, if you go within, the amount of healing will amplify within you. And as you connect with your higher self, with universal intelligence, where you allow the energy around you to work for you and not against you, then you will grow in leaps and bounds. You will be much, much happier, much more in flow. And it's when you're in flow, it's when you're happy, it's when you're in joy, that you start to feel free, you feel lighter, you feel expansive. That's when you're aligning to who you really are. And that's where you can do more in less time as well. Everything becomes much more effortless and fun. And that's where our health really starts to improve. We have more energy, and we become magnetic, and we share that out to the universe. So others around us, we help to support them, to help them. It's kind of like we help energize others around us. So it's almost like we're this big battery charger that people can plug in and get some more energy, although we're remembering our boundaries so that we don't let people sap our energy. And the final card that's come up is purification, and this is a fire card. And again, the message is around bare essentials, the naked truth and wholeness. And it kind of just sums up what we've been talking about. And it's about simplifying our life, simplifying our week, to go back to the basics, to be honest and open with ourselves, to listen to what our body's saying, to take action. Because quite often we can hear the messages, we can have a plan, we know where we need to go, we know what we need to do, but sometimes we forget to take the action. And it's that intentional action that we take helps us to move on, because we can have the best teachers, the best mentors, the best healers around us, but ultimately it's up to us to take the action and to really move forward. And thanks for your hearts and fire signs there, Sheila. And what I'm feeling encouraged to do, Sheila, is, if you would like me, I know I said that was the last card, but I'm just hearing, if you would like me to pull a special card for you for this week, seeing as you're online with me now, and I feel like it seems to be quite powerful. So just set your intention for the question that you want to ask for the week, and we'll draw out of the card deck and see what your guidance is. And remember, because this is a collective reading, that I'm sure it will resonate with many people in the group as well. And I just love this. So the card I've pulled for you, Sheila, is attachment. And so let me know how that resonates with you. And the message is about letting go, restriction, and fear. And the message that's coming through for me is that it feels like you're in a cocoon and you're ready to burst out. You've got so much energy, so much wisdom, so much that you want to share with the world. And there's that part of you, and it feels like in the inner child that's gone, what if I'm judged? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? And the message here is to just to release it, to let it go, to go within, to listen to those limiting beliefs, those limiting messages that are coming through, and just acknowledge them, accept them, breathe through them, and let them go. And the affirmation that I'm feeling that's coming through is, I am worthy, I am successful, I am worth it. Feels so powerful for you, Sheila. And it kind of ties back. So the one I pulled was purification, and it kind of ties back to the last card about purification, and it's about coming back into wholeness. It's about, I guess, pulling all the parts of us together instead of compartmentalizing. And it's saying the more that we pull our bits together, our body, our mind, our spirit, and the more that we feed our soul, that we nourish our body, that we listen to our thoughts, our emotions, and really start to believe what is real, what you are capable of, and know that you will just amplify that feeling, that emotion, that presence, and you become almost, electric with what you have to share and see yourself move forward. So it's very much about empowering ourselves this week. It's about going back to basics. It's about really trusting what the messages are that are coming through. So hope that you've enjoyed the reading for this week. As always, it's a pleasure to share this with you. Let me know how it's resonating for you, either live or replay. Please jump over to my YouTube channel, Joan_McEwen. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share with anyone, any of your friends who may find this helpful to guide them on their week this week. So until next time, thanks for joining, and bye for now.